The M5 Stuart was a light tank produced by the United States during World War II, serving as a crucial component of Allied armored forces. Known for its speed, maneuverability, and reliability, the M5 was an evolution of the earlier M3 Stuart, incorporating key design improvements that enhanced its battlefield effectiveness. Though lightly armed and armored compared to medium and heavy tanks of the era, the M5 played a vital role in reconnaissance, infantry support, and fast-moving skirmishes. By the early 1940s, the M3 Stuart had become the primary light tank for U.S. forces, but certain operational shortcomings led to the development of an improved variant. The U.S. Army sought a version with better automotive performance and simplified production methods. This led to the introduction of the M5 Stuart, officially designated Light Tank M5. The primary difference between the M3 and M5 was the power plant. The M5 was equipped with twin Cadillac Series 42 V8 gasoline engines, replacing the Continental radial engine of the M3. This change not only improved reliability but also provided a smoother ride and better acceleration. Additionally, the M5 utilized an automatic transmission, making it easier to operate than many of its contemporaries. The hull design was also slightly altered, featuring sloped armor for better ballistic protection and improved visibility for the crew. Like its predecessor, the M5 Stuart was armed with a 37mm M6 cannon, which was adequate against enemy light armor but struggled against the more heavily armored German tanks such as the Panzer IV or Panther. It also featured three 30 caliber M1919 Browning machine guns, one coaxial to the main gun, another mounted on the hull, and a third placed on a pintle mount for anti-infantry or anti-aircraft use. Armor protection on the M5 was relatively light, with a maximum thickness of 51mm or 2 inches at the front and thinner plating along the sides and rear. This level of armor was sufficient against small arms fire and light anti-tank weapons, but it was no match for the high-velocity anti-tank guns used by Axis forces. As a result, M5 crews relied heavily on speed and maneuverability to avoid enemy fire, rather than engaging in direct firefights with heavier tanks. The M5 Stuart entered service in 1942, seeing combat in both the European and Pacific theaters. It was primarily deployed in cavalry reconnaissance units, where its speed and agility allowed it to scout enemy positions and movements effectively. In North Africa, the M5 first saw action in the North African campaign, serving alongside British forces under the Lend-Lease program. It performed well against early German and Italian tanks, but struggled against upgraded Axis armor. In Europe, during the invasions of Sicily and Italy, as well as the Normandy landings in 1944, the M5 continued to serve in a reconnaissance role, often engaging enemy positions with its machine guns or directing artillery fire. In the Pacific theater, the Stuart was more effective in the Pacific, where it faced lightly armored Japanese tanks such as the Type 95 Ha-Go. In jungle combat, the M5 was used in infantry support roles, clearing out enemy positions and providing covering fire for advancing troops. The M5 Stuart was highly regarded for its mechanical reliability and ease of maintenance, particularly when compared to some of the more complex tanks of the era. Its high speed, reaching up to 36 miles per hour or 58 kilometers per hour, allowed it to evade threats and quickly reposition on the battlefield. However, its weak armament and thin armor made it vulnerable to virtually all German anti-tank weapons by 1943. Against well-armored opponents like the Panther or Tiger, the M5 had little chance of inflicting damage. As a result, tank crews had to rely on their vehicles' agility and teamwork with other units to remain effective. The M5 was eventually replaced by the M24 Chaffee, a more heavily armed and better armored light tank. Despite this, the M5 remained in service until the end of the war and continued to be used by smaller nations for years afterward. Some M5s were converted into specialized vehicles, such as command tanks and self-propelled guns. Today, the M5 Stuart is a popular exhibit in military museums and private collections. Many examples remain in running condition, serving as a testament to the durability and legacy of this iconic World War II tank. In the grander scheme of armored warfare, the M5 Stuart may not have been the most fearsome tank, but its contributions in reconnaissance, fast assaults, and infantry support solidified its place in military history.